My name is Veronica, Veronica Neira, very known as Vero Neira. I'm a photographer. Since I was a kid, I always had an interest for visuals, everything around me, whether if it was pictures on a magazine or a music video or a movie. I always had this thing for visuals and how things were just captured. So my first camera ever was a Canon PowerShot, one of those little small ones, and I used to take mainly pictures of landscapes and people, whatever I used to see around me. And I started doing it more and more until one day I was sitting at a cyber cafe and these two tourists from Holland, they saw me and they saw my pictures and they were like, oh, you should really do something about it. You should do an exposition. So I did it. I mean, they had this like film company and so they filmed the whole thing. And I started like feeling more confident after that about my photography and I thought like, oh yeah, I can really do something with it. But then, as I was studying graphic design and as I finished my career, I started working on graphic design fields, and that's how I came to Bahrain with a graphic design job. And after that, I said to myself, like, I really have to retake my photography, but this time I retook it in a more commercial way. So I started working for Lanterns Restaurant, my first client, for food photography, and I've been doing food photography since then. And now I also do fashion photography, because after assisting Ali Sharaf, a very recognized fashion photographer here in Bahrain, I realized, oh my God, this is like what I really want to specialize in. So I even went to Spain and I got a specialization in fashion photography, and that's what I'm trying to do more now. My creative process is, if I get a client, I ask the client first what are their intentions for this shoot, and after that I try to come up with a concept, that goes deeper than that. If it's food photography, for example, every table has always a story to tell. Is there a group in there sitting? What are they talking about? Like, what are they eating? If it's daytime, it's the light has to change, has to be brighter, and there may be a newspaper on the table because usually you read the newspaper in daytime. If it's fashion, I come up with a word. And from this word, I make a list of like maybe 10 other words, and that can be, and then I reduce it to 3 words, and that becomes my concept, and I based everything on those 3 words, and the lighting, the colors. I make a mood board, so the fashion designer, the makeup artist, the stylist, they can all